So much. Don't be wearing RBG no Gucci, 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 RBG no Gucci. On the front line, scared to shoot. Red, black, green, Barbie on the scene. I address the vision, don't live in no dream. Too awoke to be a name brand fiend. No Prada, no Louis, no Gucci, no cream. Dynamite black, vanilla bean. Knockers on my feet, echoing my gene. I'm around on my chest, oh yes, I'm clean. Outlaw all BGS, salute the regime. That's a Veronica, come on it. My G Republic, I love it. I pay the bounty for King County, fever and great where I want it. That's a Veronica, come on it. My G Republic, I love it. I pay the bounty for King County, fever and great where I want it. RBG no Gucci, RBG no Gucci, RBG no Gucci. On the front line, scared to shoot. RBG no Gucci, RBG no Gucci, RBG no Gucci. RBG no, RBG no.
Lowercase nigga, I'm a cat. Look at me. I pulled up, bad chain smash. No social media, I get this type of hit check. Put my fist up and boys get the spasm. Rip lip, never thon, never lasting. Like my style, cause I make it look goofy. I was dying, I ain't gotta ride Gucci. I'm on the front line, turn this shit into a movie. Motivation, yeah, I get to it. I'm on the front line, yeah, we running them bullets. Wrestling with the knowledge, yeah, it might spook you. Energy of pot, creep, war like a Zulu. Better not have Gucci when I come through. Better have red, black, green on them black berets. They'll pop and recruit you.
RBG no Gucci, RBG no Gucci, RBG no Gucci. On the front line, scared to shoot. RBG no Gucci, RBG no Gucci, RBG no Gucci. On the front line, scared to shoot.
Whenever you see me, I'm rocking the best. Striving for greatness and room on my chest. Showing my pride is always some red, black, and green color scheme on top of my flesh. Got my sack from the gods. In other words, I got my back from the gods. Yeah, I buy black and yeah, I go hard. In case you didn't know, then Gazi's the squad. RBG, that's so hard.
RBG no Gucci, RBG no Gucci, RBG no Gucci. On the front line, scared to shoot. RBG no Gucci, RBG no Gucci, RBG no Gucci. On the front line, scared to shoot.
We gotta find some black tactics.
I'm not wearing no Louis, I'm not wearing no Fendi, I'm not wearing no Gucci, not at all. I ain't said this is fun. Let's get out. Blue Lexus. The RBG critical series. This is what I'm talking about right here. That's what you see this? That's what I'm talking about. Red, black, green, no Gucci, RBG. That's what I'm saying.
It's all about it.
Yo, what is this? Salute! Peace, pal. You know what it is. Sunday great GR8, the Hardcorrespondant. Yeah. Just to let y'all understand and overstand. Word to biz. Sam Brown Jr., Russ Blade, oh no, Malik Kalam dropping bombs, cheese, and crackers. Look. This is episode 01. We just getting started. And we getting started with the power going on right now. The power. What you heard in the beginning was that RBG no Gucci. I believe you heard TYSTIX, DJ TYSTIX getting it in as well. And that's that Black Circle track, freestyle track that we put together. You heard myself, you heard Anray 360 degrees, and you heard Rashidi on there. I'm gonna tell you why you heard those verses. because my guests are on tonight. Now, I'm going to get to them. You see him in there. You see him in the room. We're going to get to it. Before we even get to that, ancestors, we ask permission. Elders who are watching it and paying attention, we ask your permission. I say, oh.
I say, oh.
Listen to my power, find what you do with that power, make you evil or divine. Me, I choose divinity every time. All right. With that being said, man, we are here for this episode. Now, listen, the Hardcorrespondant Podcast has been something that I've been mulling around in my head for years, but really, it was really brought to my attention that it was a necessity for me to get this done by my Empress, the meditation chick, Ascension Credit. Yeah, you can check that out. You know what I'm saying? She's sponsoring this, John. Not just sponsoring it with the finances, but she's sponsoring it like Black women been doing in every movement, revolt, and revolution. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that the backbone is fed, is nurtured, and sees what it is that I have to do and who we are promoting and protecting out here. So I got to get them shots out. And I don't just mean shots, but I mean shots. You know what I'm saying? We bust some holes in these cats. Pop shots at demons when we bust them devils. Listen, we're going to get into it like this.
No, he had it.
I love my people of consciousness. I love where my people of consciousness are at. We on the Knowledge Radio. We on here with my brother Knowledge Born Allah, the God. And we on here to help stimulate the mind, you know what I'm saying, and make sure that sounds coming through is one, mature, and two, got something to say. You know what I mean? And skillful. So the first segment that we're going to get into is going to be the Check the Mind Show, which is a spinoff, my spinoff, from the Check the Rhyme Show, Word to Biz, Agony, David Baker, Gangsta Shirley, NYC, you know, everybody came through. Shout out to D. What's good, D McKee? What's good, D McKee? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That we used to do back in the day. So now we're just going to forward it, and I'm just going to pull in my aspect, but it's check your mind. I'm checking my mind every time I'm talking. I'm checking your mind when we talking. You can check your mind, and when you finish with this, every time you're done with these episodes, you're going to have something to talk about, something to think about, and something to tool to take with in the aspect of solution. If you don't know what the problem is by now, I probably can't even help. You know what I mean? And I'm dealing with a professor. I'm not here to teach and train and bring forth everybody. I just need to get everybody. Listen, we at that point, you can't see it in your face. You're going to catch a bad one. That's how it's going to go. You know what I'm saying? But that's not my position. You awake, you on here, you know something, you want to know something, you come in here. You know what I'm saying? You come in here, you shouting us out. Let me give a shout out to Artifacts. This is the hat that I'm rocking right now. Artifacts. They blessed me with some clothes and all that. You know what I mean? We deal with sponsorship here, so we'll get into that later. Let me get right into this. The conscious community, we appreciate love you. However, I think you guys have been missing your historical evidence that say what we're doing right now has never worked for us to get us out of the situation that we in. Well, let me just bless you with this. This is the Check the Mind segment. Let me bless you with this real quick. 100 years ago, a little bit past 100 years ago, we had community workers doing amazing things with less resources than we have right now. Amazing. We had RBG, you see that, Marcus Garvey coming together, bringing people together. We had Noble Drew Ali in Newark, New Jersey, bringing people together. We had Elijah Muhammad bringing people together. We had, you know what I'm saying? We had people all the way up and through, just constantly bringing the Renaissance, bringing information, bringing newness. J.A. Rogers, to the books, the poets, everybody was a conglomerate of people, you know what I'm saying, who had some information, and they were all on the same goal, but with different agendas. I mean, all the same agenda, but with different ways to clog up the progress of where we at. Let's move forward into the 40s, the 50s, when we dealing with Malcolm coming through as a gangster and spending his time in jail, and then coming out in the 60s and dealing with the Nation of Islam and blowing the Nation of Islam up even further than what they were. Even Martin, who, by the way, took some beatings that, I would not have taken. We would have been at war. We are at war. But he did do that to show and prove to the rest of the world that these motherfuckers is not on your side. They don't care if you're peaceful or not. Because both Martin and Malcolm got killed. You know what I'm saying? They killed and they murdered. So we're clear. So we're moving up. There's been other people, Medgar Evers. You got the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? You got the BLM, Black Liberation Movement, not Black Lives Matter. Look how they usurped that bullshit. Anyhow, I'll get to that in a minute. Then you got people moving forward, into the 70s and the 80s, and you can see the consciousness of the people, just doing something and shaking the world up. Even into the 80s when you get the musical aspect from hip hop and going into the 90s though, in 2000s, you start to see a disintegration of this. The conscious community is very important. The RBG community has been here for 100 years and we're extremely important. We are fighting for those who don't even know they are slaves. And definitely for those who are free, whether you know it or not. However, within this conscious community, throughout these debates, throughout this, egotistical, I have all the knowledge, we have forgotten that we are on the same agenda. Now, can you just imagine if Marcus Garvey doing his thing, Drew Ali doing his thing, W.E.B. Du Bois, even though he's bourgeois, but if he was really on it, doing his thing, and Booker T. Washington doing his thing, if they would have linked up together instead of arguing with each other at that time, I want you to think about that. Check your mind and see where you at with it. Do you know and understand where we would be at? Do you get that? This is a very important aspect. Do you get where we would be if they all came together? Because if you see that and we use the tool of history, which is what we're supposed to do, then you'll see and understand that the unification of our agenda, which should be us, building Liberation Alliance, connecting knowledge, Black. Wait, where we at? Yeah. Building Liberation Alliance, connecting knowledge, Black. When that is the come together aspect, 100 years later, we wouldn't even be discussing police brutality. We wouldn't be discussing not getting proper finances or economic base. Wouldn't be none of that discussion. And let me remind you that when we came into the 60s and the 70s and even the 50s, what we were doing here as Black folk in America was bringing forth the fight, the purpose, the gumption, whatever you want to call it, for Africans to come over here, get this information and take it back over there and be liberated from the colonized mind. Fear of the Black Planet, right?
DJ Wise.
Is that what somebody said? Mm-hmm. Who said that?
DJ Wise.
DJ Wise, yes sir, yeah. DJ Wise, shout out to DJ Wise. Salute, God. Peace to the gods and earth. Peace to the gods, war and the devil. Let me remind y'all that. So it's this combination that we, at this point in time, are coming with, y'all. That's why you have the 3 brothers on it. The 4 brothers would be included, 5, with the fact that Knowledge Born is on there and we are on Do the Knowledge Radio. So you have all of us coming together. You know what I mean? We have all kind of skill sets. We have all kind of abilities. You know what I'm saying? We also have all kind of ways and actions that we do. But you know what we do have together as one? The agenda for building a liberated alliance connecting knowledge. Respect and understand that form of blackness. Not the legal blackness that they try to get you with. Respect to the Moors. I get what you're saying, Moors out there, I get you. But understand, black been black since before black was black. Even though black is white, I need you to understand where we at with it. Now, is that confusing to y'all? If that's confusing, then you need to do some more research and study. Because everything that we get right now is backwards. But for right now, we are all here to build the liberating alliance and connect knowledge. So, all the way coming through, this is where we're at. We're having difficult discussions with each other in the conscious community that is allowing that to break us apart. Now, when we were together, the last time we was really in it, let's say 82, 84, all the way up into like 95. The music influenced what we were doing to the point where it taught the children who we were, what it is that we need to be doing now and in the future. We didn't have the discrepancies out loud with that. We discussed it behind it. Dr. Clark said, I only debate my equals. Everybody else I teach. Now, I want you to understand, when we're debating our equals, it is a respectful situation because we all have the same agenda. But we're losing the respect for each other on camera and off camera because our egos are Instagrammed and we want followers. You understand? I'm the leader here. Man, listen, nobody's leading anybody if you don't know how to follow and when to follow. Now you just separate. So I'm doing my job, my honor and my duty to do this and bring us together right here on Do the Knowledge Radio on the Hardcorrespondant Podcast. Now we're going to do this first segment where we're going to build and talk with the brothers and see what it is that they see the issue is, what their opinion is about what the issues are, and then we're going to build on the solutions. And we're going to do this before we get to 10 o'clock, 10:10. With that being said, I'd like to introduce my brothers on here. Anray 360 degrees. You see him in the black right there. Rashidi, African DNA. You see him in the white shirt right there. DJ TYSTIX, the one-armed assassin. That's my DJ, you understand? And then, yeah, he's bad with it. I understand. That's right. We right there. Hey, yo, DJ TYSTIX. Can you throw us a couple of tunes while we get ready to get into this? You know what I'm saying? I just broke it down, so I want to get them ready.
All right, stay less.
All right. So we're going to get into some music real quick from DJ TYSTIX. And then we're going to come back. One song real quick, come back. And then we're going to get this combo going and pop it off with my brothers on here. And any questions that y'all got, make sure that you post it on. Go to the, if you're on my Facebook, did I do Instagram? I don't know if I did Instagram, but if you're on my Instagram, you're on my Facebook, what I need you to do is go to Do the Knowledge Radio on YouTube, pull that up, get in that chat room. If you're on here, let me see, man. Make a comment, get into the chat room. Let us know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold it for a second. My producer has some things for me to know. So we're going to get off of this real quick. I'm going to dig what they got, and then we're going to come back with y'all. Y'all ready? Go ahead, man. TYSTIX. Handle that, man.
People keep asking me, but they bring it like that on. Yeah.
Just that boom black rap. Going around club touch tracks. From a black gorilla to the bus rap. Flying out of crush jacks.
I rip the clone with the microphone, stand up, back, leave me alone. Well, no, I bust back, call me by your girl up my nutsack. Bust that, out of the booth, speak the hell into the you. God's son sound, bound to the truth. On down, we profound as the truth. We can run a couple round, niggas wanna hang himself when they bring their own noose. They black like to be protected all people rules. I give the order, stop the slaughter of our sons and the quarter with the fire so high we don't rely on the corner. Rest that door. Now we want to live the life we should truly be afforded. Strive and survive, stay alive and achieve. This is 50. Strive and survive, stay alive and achieve. This is 50. Strive and survive, stay alive and achieve. This is 50. Strive and survive, stay alive and achieve. This is 50. Human trash bag cash rapper. I'm universal star snatch master. Then boss the focus on the slave catcher. I'm to the people from the people cave fast. Son of the sun, creator of crafter. I don't speak, that's that apple-baited chatter. I reach peace, see, but never capture on the pulpit preaching before they blast it. This is 50, releasing a new chapter. It's Pit Killer, Mike Jack Thriller. Keep it blunt, no yo, this nigga off filter. I bring the balance, the talent that I help the work machete with the deadly lean on code the killer. Call me son divine pleasure. Cut through the these contenders. Swear everywhere. I'm the bartender and he drunk up the loop like an all-night bender. So I'm black root star, Benny Carp, I'm better. Strive and survive, stay alive and achieve. You see it. This is 50. Strive and survive, stay alive and achieve. This is 50. I won't all be cheap forever. I'm that rich fraction professor. Motivational vocal expressor. Live that universal law. Get more to the left. A soul glow from self-control. With the universal flow. Explode all contenders. Knowledge unload. Expose those offenders. Mind is proven show. You should know you're the offender. Like the deacons with them able reason shotgun speaking. Busting evil. Popping off with demons. I'ma say, Assalamu alaikum. Let loose street sleeping. We creating them poor. Righteous peace. This is 50. They face accountability. We achieving that divinity. We see what we need to complete and train cultural identity, ancient validities. Commune for the unity. No self, see up now. Nothing new to me. All my Kwame Ture, usually and that pressure to oppressor to a foolish. How about it? We still alive in them times and the sisters and brothers. Come on. Nobody. Great, glorious. We need more of us. We infused with ancestors. Protecting the facts in the movies. Intersecting the pressure rules. Not amused by a tool. To make us follow the rules of these vampires, lies and ghouls. Set on the different fire. Let them look from the snakes out the grass and the food. Yelling, more clever. Using you to seven the future. Chasing cheddar. My nest like I beseech your reach. Happy with nature. We want a black person. Nah, we don't need you. You can best believe it. We gon' look back when we leave you. Nothing in your leisure. Loving these blood-sucking creatures.
Nobody.
I'm speaking to the tones, Coming from home, so wherever you see the guy that from Kenneth to Rome, listen to cones and eardrums. I'm musically prone to get God's speech to some while I battle the clones vernacular. Been high since my days as a passion to capture the true meaning of Transylvania and Dracula. Was basically relation to Paris like the Sanctia. They on the block, holding their blocks out for blasting your own nigga tarantula. If I'm anxious to sack, vibrating on frequencies, on feeling the map. So under Black Lives Matter, single-handedly the funds come from evil was successful. Our family, I walk through the valley of the shadow of the gravity, seeing what's needed in the midst of the calamities. Wholeheartedly, out to battle all the damage and images of our people. They manufacture and packaging.
Nobody. Ooh.
I like what they got. This work is so nice.
So y'all ready?
Yeah. We been ready. We been ready.
Get it. All right.
Yeah. Hey, yo, welcome back. That was DJ TYSTIX on the ones and twos. Understand this is episode 1. So as we progress, you're going to hear the sounds and all that coming through a little bit better. But we're going to do what we're going to do. Why? Because we adjust and adapt. We are at war, people. So we got to do it any way we can. And this is guerrilla warfare over here. We ain't playing with you. So now that we back, you heard what we going to talk about. If you missed it before, you're going to catch it now. Brother Anray, brother, my Netzer brothers, Anray, and my Netzer brothers, Rashidi. What's happening with y'all? How y'all doing?
Peace. Peace to the guys. Peace to the guys.
These are the guys who on the devil. You know what it is. So,
You know it.
you know that we had, as a conscious community, for the last, 5-6 years, we've been watching these arguments go on. We were watching the disagreements. We were watching the egos pop out. We were watching cats, you know what I'm saying, get their money and all that, you know what I'm saying? And my theory is, and this is a theory, for what I see, shout out to Ari Fronto. Shout out to Ari Fronto. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to Ari Fronto. Rebel was good. Yeah. What I've been seeing is that they are using spirituality, you know what I'm saying, to gain their material, as opposed to being, or as instead of being a spiritual being and allowing and manifesting this coming to you, not just material, but all the things that the wealth that we represent on the planet do. Now, this is an issue for me because they're like capitalistic spiritualists. And I'm a spiritual person, an energy person who understands that all things are mine that I can manifest. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't necessarily mean material, but I'm going to get that. Why? Because it's mine. Mansa Musa brought the gold all the way through. It's mine. But I'm not nowhere near stepping on my brother or my sister to gain or maintain any of something that is already mine. And we're watching this happen for the fun. So I'm going to start with Anray. Real quick, man. What are your thoughts on the process that we've been going through in the last couple of years as a conscious community? Good. And what do you see we need assistance at the same time?
Personally, I agree with everything you said earlier, man. It's about ego, man. People have lost their way, man. And it's about staying on code, man. We know we long before we became part of the conscious community, we had a family unit. And we was raised as in our family households and structures to, if you go to the store with your cousin, you come back with your cousin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't leave your cousin in the middle of a fight or your brother in the middle of the fight, your sister or nothing like that. You stand by each other and you back each other's up. You have each other's side, front and back, no matter what, and no matter how great the odds are. and you never waver, and you never waver. You got some people who have decided to waver on their family, because the black community, whether a lot of people choose to admit it or not, we family, yo. We part of one big diaspora of Africans, you know what I'm saying, who have been oppressed no matter where we at on the planet by non-Africans, you know what I'm saying, especially the European, you know what I'm saying? So people have lost their code, or they've or basically, if you want to go get religious with it, like they say, sold they soul. You know what I'm saying? You got people who have sold they soul for a couple dollars. They don't mind putting out negative music for a couple dollars. They don't mind. The movement was powerful, yo. The conscious community movement was popping on YouTube. A lot of us, you know, got to where we at today, you know what I'm saying? You know, that fire, because we were seeing that stuff and we was like, yeah, it's more of us out here like us. It's more out here like us that feel the same way, that know the truth. You know what I'm saying? We're not by ourselves, because this path that we walk is a lonely path, yo. It's a lonely path. And that's the crazy thing about it, because, you know, it's not many people that feel like us. So we are a small community. But for some reason, that small community, from like so many other times throughout the diaspora, people are willing to sell out, turn their backs on their brothers, cause chaos. Some of these people, there's no way you can't tell me that they haven't been bought out intentionally. Or some of them might have been planted into the so-called conscious community as agents. You know what I'm saying? And acting like they somebody bringing knowledge, and they were just there to act like they was one of us, and then sooner or later, at some point, start to cause chaos and disruption amongst our people.
I like to
all these
build
people.
on that. I personally know some people who do that. I personally know agents. Like, yo, I be out to them whenever I can, whenever I see him. I be like, yo, watch that dude. That dude's an agent. It don't, you know what I mean? Because some of the things they say. So I can qualify what he's saying with a person with personal experiences. Facts.
Yeah. And that's crazy, bro, because we all know some people we question. You know what I'm saying? And we play it from a distance so we can just watch things. We can observe stuff. But to watch that stuff unfold, that was unfolding on YouTube, and it was simultaneously, one by one, two by two. You had Umar beefing with Seti. You had young Pharaoh beefing with whoever, you know what I'm saying? You had everybody. He was beefing with Polite. It was just everybody was attacking each other. The Moorish brother, I forget his name, you know what I'm saying?
Taj
Yes, and all of them were bringing a certain degree of knowledge that were enlightening our people. But when they became the forefront, the faces of the Black voice, you know what I'm saying? Or the voices of the Black community. And then they started bickering with each other on such a large platform that was getting so many views, they set a bad standard to our people. You know what I'm saying? They set a bad standard. And they knew it, you know what I'm saying? But kept going on anyway. It was more important for them. It was more important for them that they massage their ego versus what they say that they was here for, was acting on behalf of the greater masses beyond them. Because it's bigger than me, Brother Sundiata. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than Brother Rashidi, DJ TYSTIX, and the dude who supplied this platform, Knowledge Born, and all the people that we know, Black Circle, all throughout the community, period. It's bigger than us. So when I act in a negative manner in front of a platform, it's like when you arguing with your lady, you know that's supposed to be behind closed doors. That's not for everybody. So if I'm beefing with my brother, I'm supposed to pull my brother aside. Or if I have a disagreement with my brother, I'm supposed to pull him aside and talk to him. But these people never viewed us as brothers. They never viewed us as the people that they were standing up for. They were out there for their own personal gain. You know what I'm saying? And some of them were agents. So what we need to correct is get back on code. First, we need to find out what the code is, establish that code. You know what I'm saying? And then once we establish that code, we follow it to a T. And everybody who ain't following it to a T, then we know who they are. They're not one of us. And we don't deal with them. You know what I'm saying? And we don't deal with them. But it's a new crop of brothers coming up. It's a new crop of goddesses, young sisters and queens that's coming up that have knowledge of self, right knowledge, and they here for a bigger purpose than just themselves. So all these dudes did, all these clowns did, was clear the way for the real people to come up. You know what I'm saying? for the real people to come up. And we making noise now, and our time is coming real soon. It might be here right now.
I'm a build on that this way. It's always been the rule that order comes out of chaos. You know what I'm saying? The so-called Illuminati want to build a chaotic situation so they can bring the order they want. Their new world order, which is really biting off the true world order, you know what I'm saying, without having a moral or spiritual background because their pineal gland is calcified.
Yeah.
For my crystal brothers and sisters, that's the crystal that they're all hunting for in this new age shit, which ain't new age at all. You know what I'm saying? So I qualify that. So you're saying that for you, the solution would be to make sure that we have a code of conduct, and we stick to that code of conduct. And if you break that code of conduct, you got to be pushed to the side, sat down. You're on probation right now. You got your warnings. Now you're on probation, and we got to handle it like we handle things in the universities, the study of the universe, which is what we do. Fact. Brother Rashidi,
yes, sir.
From Detroit, man, and gaining this information and knowledge, right? When you got the information and knowledge from other folk and the books that you read, and you saw what needed to be done, you started changing your life for that. How did it affect you when you saw conscious brothers who you may have had respect for, you still have respect for, bickering and badgering each other, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube or wherever? How did that make you feel, brother?
Well, it was kind of like, it just made me think like, there's really people out here that's becoming conscious and not really sticking to what it means to be conscious and be a revolutionary. You know, it made me realize that even because like I said, I've been conscious. I was a Christian for 37 years, been conscious for 5 years. So a lot of this was new to me, you know, but I was excited. I was excited about it, you know, because I knew that I was walking a different path, and I knew it was something that was positive. And when I got into it and I started training, you know, started learning how to box, started learning how to do martial arts, going out feeding the homeless, you know, it was feeling good doing all of this stuff. So, you know, I'm seeing different leaders on different platforms, you know, and like I'll give an example, like Irritated Genie. I really follow Irritated Genie. I was listening to his information. And then this crazy shit come up where he's abusive in his relationship to his wife and all of this. And I'm seeing videos where he's saying other crazy shit about talking to the feds. I'm like, whoa.
Right. We had that abuse with Eldridge Cleaver. Eldridge Cleaver was abusive, but so on nice, you know what I mean, for the most part, you know what I mean, got some shit to it. But I feel what you're saying. Nobody is perfect. But we ain't saying that we perfect. You know what I mean? But you got to be better than that.
Yeah, so this dude is like, he's like big in the African community. I'm like, damn. So, you know, I stepped back. You know, I had to step back like and really look at stuff differently. It's being conscious. Like, you got to be careful with who you move around, what you say. You got to really get to know a person and build relationships. You know, it made you think differently, made you grow, it made me grow differently, you know, and it's like you just have to really sit back and observe, you know, and you have to be your own leader when you become conscious. You know, you have to lead in your own way.
Yeah. Hey, TYSTIX, DJ TYSTIX. One arm assassin, guys, say the whole thing. What's your take on it? You coming from Reading, Pennsylvania, 6th Ward? Shout out to Reading, PA, 6th Ward. Nah, you know what I'm saying? And so we got a Philadelphia in the house rocking the Artifact shirt. I see that. Black Power for everybody. Yeah. I'm saying we got Detroit in the house. Now we got Reading, Pennsylvania, a smaller city. coming in. Okay, I see you. Yeah. I can't even see what it says, man. What did I say? Straight out of what?
Red dot.
Straight out of red dot.
Oh, red dot. Yeah. That's why I'm from, if y'all ain't know. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The red dot. Yeah.
What up, buddy?
I know for a fact that you've been on it and studying things and been passing information through your social media for years, right? So you saw this. How did it make you feel?
It seems like, a lot of people is catching on to like it's a fad or something. Like you said, we've been doing this for years, so it's like it's a way of living for us. It's not a fad. It's not here just because it's the end thing to do now or this or that. So I feel happy for one that they're catching it, but are they moving right? And are they it's like the hip hop thing. Some people are doing it for the money, for the fame, or are you doing it because you love it, because that's who you are. That's what's in your heart.
What you doing, man?
Right. So that being the case, I'm trying to remember, and I don't know if somebody can remind me, how many beefs did Dr. John Henrik Clarke get into with anybody who was spitting that information and giving that knowledge? Do y'all remember any of that? Can you recall any beefs that the elders got into with each other? Ivan Van Sertima or whatever. They had discussions of things. You mean were they beefing with Diop? Were they beefing with Dr. Ben? Were they beefing? Because a lot of us got our information and got aligned to Africa because it's in your DNA, but got realigned to Africa through these brothers right here. And they were there in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. You know what I'm saying? They was bringing the information. They was bringing the knowledge. Now, I have heard that there was some hate going on behind the scenes for some of the brothers who was ridiculously on it. I think I was listening to somebody's podcast, and they were just building on the importance. It was Dr. Kahana. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about a brother who, taught John Henrik Clarke. And he had the opportunity to go to, I think it was Rutgers or Harvard. And he went, but then he chose to go to Howard and teach at Howard. And when he got to Howard is when he was really getting the most hate. Now, how you at an HBCU getting hate, teaching African courses that aren't even being taught in a black college? You know what I'm saying? So that leads me to say that we have been trained, you know what I'm saying, to go at each other's throats, even when we have knowledge that should be knowledge itself. Sure. So we got to do something about that right now. Between us and them being the chaotic force, like Brother Anray was saying, leaves the lane and the room open for those who are right and just to really come in, walk in, and do his thing. I just recently even saw on Killer Priest's show, I don't know who caught it, but they were having a conversation about flat Earth and round Earth. Now, it was entertaining, like a train wreck. I couldn't stop watching it for it was fun, entertaining. But I'm not here to entertain you, and this is not a platform just to be entertained. But they were spending 5.5 hours talking about this and really going at it with each other. Now, I believe at the end, everything was good because we were in the room with God. So, there was a respect factor. But, we spent a lot of time talking about things that ain't got nothing to do, because whether the earth is flat or round, you on it and you living in it and you got things to do. And there's a fight that needs to be done that's been coming at you for 400 years, whether you know it or not. You walking around with straight hair, sisters, and your hair ain't come out straight, but you got to go get it done all the time. Like Kwame Ture said, that ain't a perm, it's a temporary. And Mother Africa reminds you about that every month. snatching that straightness up out of your head and slicking them curls back up in there. You know what I'm saying? So you go somewhere to get a look that this woman on the pedestal in the plantation had. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to what you look like from original. And I'm not talking about wigs. You know what I'm saying? That's an African concept in the first place. That's us. Matter of fact, everything the Europeans do and did is African. Everything. And we're taught everything by us. So I understand their purpose in making sure that we stay separated in movement. But like my brother Poetic said last night on Rebel Vision, he was on Rebel Vision, check them out as well on Tuesday night. He was on and he said something about, and something that, you know, if you know me, I've had this conversation before, that what we're doing is allowing, and I'm paraphrasing, allowing these cats to, you know, be in control of where we're at, and we're not looking at what we need to be doing for ourselves outside of them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even see them. Like, we see it all the time. We see them all the time, like Rebel said in that same conversation, because we see the hair our sisters is wearing. We see the clothes that the brothers is putting on, trying to look more European. You know what I'm saying? With the fashion, even though they stole fashion from the Moors. Ain't no gators in Italy. So why they got the hold on that? You understand what I'm saying? So they're holding all of this and sending people into us to disrupt our community, our common unity, which is the oppression struggle we are all going through. They're doing it music-wise and all that. So my next question to y'all is, how long do you think it's going to take for us to pull ourselves up out of this situation and away from who they are, what they are, and their control over our mind? How long is it going to take to crush the colonized mind state in a black man and woman in America who has historically directed and affected the rest of the world from Africa out, bringing forth some sort of liberation, or at least expressing, you know, they got us over here and we need some help. How long do y'all think it's going to go? I'd like to start with Rashidi. How long do you think it's going to take? Real quick.
Can't really say how long, but I know what it's going to take. You know, it's going to take some hard work and some dedication. You know, it's going to take some footwork. You know, it's going to take a lot of one-on-one sessions. It's going to take some building. You know, I mean, we gotta build ourselves and keep on pushing this music. You know, it's just gonna take for us to keep being the revolutionaries that we are, and keep building, keep spreading that message to the people, keep planting them seeds. You know, because our people lost. You know, a lot of them still lost. And I'm gonna say this, like Dr. Khalid Muhammad said, the white race is absolutely disagreeable to get along with. It's like we ain't never been able to get along with them. No race of people has ever gotten along with white people. So we gotta first realize that our people have first realized that no matter what we do, no matter how it ain't no getting along with them. We need to realize we need to do stuff for ourselves and depend on each other as a race, and stop looking outside of ourselves. You know,
right?
That's the main.
Anray, what do you say to that?
He broke it down perfectly, man. Anything we need, we already have it within. We already have it within our ranks. That's why it's so important for them to keep us under their ranks and oppressed, working for them, not working for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because they know the power that we have. They know the knowledge that we have. We have all the secrets to everything. They haven't built nothing on this planet without the help of black people, or without copying and imitating black people. You know what I'm saying? And everything else that they hadn't built, you know what I mean, that they're claiming they stole from black people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So everything that we have, we have it within ourselves, and as long as we know who we are, you know what I mean, and recognize who the real enemy is. You know what I'm saying? Once we know that, you know what I mean, we'll be on the right track. We'll be on the right track. Those who still, you know what I mean, are living for something substantial versus something superficial.
Right,
you know what I
right. That's really key. We are in a capitalistic society and system. I get that, but that doesn't mean that you got to give up your being. You know what I'm saying? Not human, but your soul, your essence, to, you know what I mean, stomp on your brother to get ahead. And capitalism calls for that. Capitalism calls for, you know what I mean, making sure that it is that we are doing better than the next guy. But our African heritage speaks to us and says we're all the community. Like, if you got love, what did they say last night? If you got love, I think Clive said this. If you got, Brother Clive, if you got love for your people, you are your people. That's what it is. You mean you ain't got no love. You love yourself, so you love your people. And that love. Listen, we have lost recently. We lost some people. You know what I mean? Whether they were good, bad, or indifferent, we lost them to senseless violence, but they're promoting the violence that killed them. You know the rule: you live by the gun, you die by the gun. You live by the tongue, you die by the tongue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if your tongue is popping that gun shit, then that gun is popping at your tongues. You understand what I'm saying? So watch what you say, take responsibility for the words come out of your mouth, and know that we're here to do more than make some money and get rich. We are the wealth of the planet. We deserve to have the wealth of the planet recirculated forward to us, because back in the day, they stole it from us. I get it. But at the cost of your culture, your community, your family, or yourself is not acceptable. Not acceptable. We're not taking that at all. You know what I'm saying? And when you start to do that, then like my brother Obasi said, you a traitor. And a simple aspect is what happens to traitors in every government. When you catch them, what you do? They got to go. They got to go. Now, we handling the conscious community first on this episode, because we're going to get into it later on. I'm going to get into it later on, and I'm going to bang on outside of that. You know what I mean? Not maybe this show, but outside on other shows you're going to hear. But before, like the brother Malcolm said, before I come out and start pointing my fingers at everybody else, you did this, white man, you did this. I'm saying, black people, handle your business. You know what I'm saying? Handle your business with yourself. You got to realize what is going on. And if you see it and you still participated in it, then you're choosing to be on the opposite team of your ancestors. Now, when you go against the ancestors, you ask for whatever comes to you. And sometimes you're going to see my face giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? Real quick though, while we're here, I need my people who are on Instagram and on Facebook. I need them red, black, and green hearts up on there. I need them red, black, and green hearts. We need interaction with y'all so that we can this platform and expand it everywhere else. So I need the comments coming through. I need the red, black, and green. I need you to like and share this. I need you to subscribe to Do the Knowledge Radio on YouTube. I need you to subscribe to Sunia the Great NVE on YouTube, my station. I need you to just subscribe to all of the communities that is telling you what you need to hear and giving it to you like we used to get the lectures on the tapes. We need you to subscribe. And if you look at the bottom of the screen on the YouTube, you're going to see there's Cash Apps down there, because we circulating the finances. And so my YouTube, for the cats who don't have it on Facebook, IG, whatever. It's $STGR8. Any donation will take it. But you know what I mean, if you want me to advertise like I'm doing for my brother right here, Anray, you know what I'm saying? Then understand, you know what I mean, it does cost for that to happen. It does cost for that to happen. But I'm not gonna beat you in the head. You know what I mean? Because I understand what you're going through. Same way that if you give me the donation and you do the Knowledge Radio the donation, you understand what we're going through. You know what I mean? This is what we need to do to support each other. And if you know me, anybody out here who know me, you know I support.
Facts.
Financially, I support. Mentally,
Facts.
I'm the fan in front when you on the stage. I don't care if I just got off the stage, or if I'm about to get on. You know what I'm saying? I want you to enjoy seeing somebody enjoy what you do.
Facts.
This is outside of ego, people.
Yeah.
I'm the
man.
What you do?
Hey, I don't mean to cut you off soon, Liata, but I gotta say this, man. I've known a lot of people in the community, and very few. And I've supported a lot of people in the community. I'm talking about you can come through my house and you can see stuff that I bought at every festival every year from all kinds of businesses and establishments. You know what I'm saying? Since I've been down here in Atlanta, I've been in Atlanta for almost 12 years now. But for some reason, bro, I don't get the same support back that I give to other people, man. It's been very few brothers who have supported me and my family and our business moves and endeavors and stuff like that. So I want to say salute to you, man, because man, you've come on the scene, and we've only known each other since the beginning of this year. You know what I'm saying? Right. And from the door, since we've known each other, we've been rocking hard. Real recognizes real. Real recognizes real. We done been to Arizona together. We done been in Vegas together. We done been to Arkansas together. You know what I mean? We done been in Philly. We done been to Philly together, even though we didn't link up there, but we was up there together.
Right.
And it's crazy. And you support what I do, man. I support what you do. I got nothing but love and respect for you, and you one of the realest brothers. So I had to throw that out there, man. You one of the realest brothers who do support, because I like to be. This is something somebody got this from. You know what I mean? I bought this from somebody in the community. I bought this from somebody in the community in Arkansas. Stuff I wear, everything that this dude, everything that Sundiata wears in his videos is from somebody in the community. Yo, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. He had my stuff on in one of his videos. You know what I mean? And it's
2-3, bro. You know what I'm saying? 2-3.
Man.
Make sure that happens, man. And let me build on this real quick. Your stuff is fire. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking, you know what I mean? Because we come across this too. If you're gonna create something, you know what I'm saying, and sell it, make sure you have some quality there. You know what I'm saying? Yes. That makes the difference between somebody coming back and purchasing from you again. Artifacts got quality clothes. You know what I'm saying? I like it. You know what I'm saying? Anray 360 got quality clothes, and y'all seen that on the Great Escape video, and you seen it on the Buster Shot video. You know what I'm saying? You've seen them sweatshirts. In fact, you've seen both of these brothers in the video. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I do want to build on this. We see the issues and we're addressing the issues, and I hope that I kind of let y'all know how important the community was. But if not, let me build on this real quick. We have 3-4 people on here right now, basically 5 from different areas: New York, Detroit, Philadelphia, Reading, Pennsylvania twice, but you're still at the same place. And all of us have the mind and the heart and the drive to continue doing this past the age of 35. You understand? When they're telling these artists, you can't do this no more because you're too old. You understand? We have the drive to continue to do it, and we're nice. We're not just some average cats. Oh, I just want to rhyme, because everything we're talking about is going to help you. You know what I'm saying? So there's an aspect that we dropped the ball by thinking that the business of music and the propaganda, because that's all it really is, was okay. We were all right. We were okay. We'll let the next generation handle that. The generation before us didn't allow us to just sit there and go through what we went through. So I accept blame for the young heads acting the way they do. You know what I mean? But now that we have the platforms we have to do this, how can we just sit here and not really take as much time as we can to improve each other through these platforms? What are you doing with your time, my people? What are you doing with your time? Are you just on there looking at TikTok, gunshot, you know, and letting that thing go and not really building? You wasting this false illusion of what time is anyhow with nothingness. Even to the point where we have the gods doing and giving you nothing, as if they are incorporating the devil in them. Because the devil, you love the devil, why? Because he gives you nothing. Mm-hmm. So what are we doing? We're getting full off of nothing. We're getting air bellies, acting like we're full, and we're starving. You understand what I'm saying? We're starving people.
That's why we so necessary. That's why we so necessary as musicians, because first of all, music is a universal language. You know what I'm saying? It's a universal language. Why is it a universal language? Because it's the language of the universe. You know what I mean? Everything in existence vibrates on a frequency. Everything in existence, you know what I mean, resonates on a frequency. You know what I mean? A harmonious frequency with everything else around it. The only thing out of harmonious balance is the European, is the non-Africans. We're going to say that period because there's a lot of them. You know what I mean? We could call them the sand crabs. You can call them the, you know, whatever they are, the you know, them yellow people. You know what I'm saying? But everything naturally in organic existence is spiritually, you know what I mean? Naturally, spiritually in existence vibrates on a frequency that's harmonious with everything in the universe. So when we're talking about music, we talk about a universal language. And why is it a universal language? Because it's the language of the universe. We can communicate with the beast. We can tame the savage beast with music. We can get through to more with music than we can with our platforms of speaking. Now, of course, there's a point where you want to start to speak to people once you capture their ears. But we got to capture their ears first with the music. You know what I mean? Lure them in. The devil knew that. Them racists knew that. That's why they had the music of Pan. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Where they would lure you in and hypnotize you and get you off your dean. You know what I'm saying? And put some bad stuff installed in you through negative vibrations and musical notes. And that's what they're doing. They took over our art form and turned it into NWA and everything else and gangster rapping and all that type of stuff. And I was one who banged the NWA back in the day. I was young. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. You know what I mean? But I didn't realize how self-destructive it was, calling our women, you know, every name in the book, but something positive. You know what I'm saying? Right. Talking about killing each other and stuff like that. It's necessary for us. That's why we here. That's why we here. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I salute you for what you're doing, Sundiata. I salute Rashidi for what he's doing. Man, this dude is a lyricist. Both of y'all lyricists. Y'all crazy with it, man. Mike Chambers. I can keep going on. You know what I'm saying? People that's doing it, man, look.
We got a squad of cats that, you know what I mean? And I've been in different squads of quality MCs. You know what I mean? I was in squads with quality MCs, you know what I'm saying? But this type of artist that we are dealing with, we're going to bring to you, you know what I mean, is a different type of artist. We the new standards.
They don't know what they about to get hit with.
We the new standards because it ain't just what you hearing it, you know what I mean, on the record. But it's the life that we live in behind the scenes in the music.
Yes.
We ain't perfect. No. I'm a shit. Listen, my fuse is always lit. I am the Incredible Hulk. I am always upset on some things. So if you see me being calm, it's hard work for me. If you know me from Reading, my Reading ass, if you know I will punch him in the mouth for everything. You know what I'm saying? And I will talk to you about it. This is a fact. However, I know and understand where we're at right now and what we have to get done. So, you know what I mean? I like to put that give you a little bit of Martin right now so I can talk to you. But no, Malcolm is around the corner like, yo, let me just punch this nose in the mouth, son. Let me just give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Because we are at a time of chaos. And we are at a time of war. And in this time of war, I don't really have no time to be sympathetic to you people at all. If you on the other side, it's time for you to catch up or get mustard. You know what I'm saying? That's just all it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to do that. Now, Rashidi, what is it that you feel like that you bring? Because we're about to get into the vintage season portion of this. What is it that you bring musically that they should be looking for and listening to that says, we're here to come together, we're here to do this, and I'm on it. And you can trust and believe. What is it that you bring to that?
Well, for me, it's knowing where I came from, not forgetting where I came from, the path that I had, the war, the battles I had to face, all the way from a child, from growing up without my mother, to growing up, watching my father on crack most of my youth till my adulthood, just growing up and then, going through that religion and then coming into being conscious, so it was the path that I walked. And now with who I am today, with my music, it's knowing that I speak life. I'm speaking life through my music. When I was living most of my life, I was living a path that was like a path of death. Not that I was physically dead, but spiritually I was on the lower vibration. So it's like I was, my spirit was closer to a negative side than it was the positive. So now it's like, because when you're going down, you can only go two ways. You're either going down or up, and that's just the facts. So now that I'm rising and I'm steady elevating, my words are steady elevating, and I'm, because it's the energy being around other lyricists like Anray 360, soon the out of the great, being around poets like Poetics, just being around that vibration, being around even DJ TYSTIX, being around the whole positive vibration. When you got that circle, that 360-degree circle, everybody rise together, and and that's what it is musically. Musically we rise. Our like lately, the new stuff we got coming out, y'all just ain't gonna believe it.
They don't know. They gonna know soon. They don't know. They gonna know. You know what I'm saying? They gonna know. You know what I mean? Raise that black fist. You know what I'm saying? We write some funds. They gonna know. Yeah, man. Let them fall where they may. You know what I'm saying? Let them fall where they may.
Let them fall where they may.
We working.
I'm saying, you like, don't worry, I'll kill them. Let God sort them out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's a whole nother love for the people, man. It's the love for the people now, man. And just knowing we have a mission. We here for a purpose. We here to speak to the people, and awake the people, and through the music. Me, I my vibe is to just keep it to where they can understand, where it's coming from now, what we could be, how powerful we are really as a people. If we just knew that we didn't have to depend on everything that came from the European, from the food to the religion, to the education, to the medical shit. We go to them for medical attention. Everything we get, it comes from Europeans. Why it can't come from us? And why are they not teaching us about nature? How we can get things from nature to heal stuff that's wrong with the body. Everything we taking is man-made. It's made in the fucking lab. And that's the stuff that's really killing us, because everything you take got a side effect. You take something, you take something for you got diabetes. Next thing you know, you got either heart problems or you need to go on dialysis, 2-3 years later, run the medication, and it's just crazy. We keep putting our trust in this bullshit, and we just
not to cut you off real quick. Hey, TYSTIX, as a DJ, before you answer this question too, You know what I'm saying? Before you answer this, after this question, knowledge born. I'm trying to get to that on radio that he got out. Let them see that. But as a DJ, have you seen the difference in the people from the music that you know from Public Enemy, X-Clan? Shout out to Brother Jay. I gotta say this, Brother Jay is the greatest MC producer on the planet. He did the rhymes and the music for To the East Blackwards and Exodus and Dark Sun Riders. Those 3 albums alone are classic albums, and everybody should have them. If you've not heard them, you should go get them now. Make it go platinum again. I mean, go get those albums now. Listen to what he's saying, and he's saying this at what, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old? What? Yeah,
it was incredible.
It is amazing. It's amazing. So I have to build that up, but I bring that up because I know how that affected me. I know you know about that. But as a DJ, what do you see going on, girl?
Now the music scene, it's actually refreshing. They had that mumble going on for a minute, but it's actually getting back to the conscious and the woke, and people actually speaking and telling what's actually going on. And me being a DJ, I never been the DJ to play what everybody want to hear. I always play what they need to hear, what they don't want to hear, what they don't play on the radio. So I'm loving it. You got me something to play. I don't like playing that stuff everybody else is playing. So I like when this type of people speaking and teaching and getting the lessons and building and on the wax and the consciousness. I'm loving it because that's me all day. That's what I want. So they can send me them songs all day. We'll rock that all day.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
Like I said, it was dry. But now it's starting to come back. So
bring it forward. What's really interesting is when I get to these events and these showcases, and I'm one of the only people up there saying anything of substance. When I get on the phone, you know what I'm saying? Cats is like, man, I'm glad you did that. I'm glad to hear that. So we like that. The DJs are saying this. DJs is walking up to me like, yo, make sure you give me your music. We want to hear that. So the DJs want to hear this. The DJs not necessarily Cats who's up there, but even them. It's like, yo, I like that. I just don't know if I can play. Stop being a little scared little bitch. Play that shit, man. Control the DJs control the crowd, nigga.
Look, not to cut you. Stop letting the program directors and the radio and the industry kidnap you and tell you what to play. That's what it is. They got them handcuffed, tell them, directed them, y'all gotta play this. Tell them, F them. Tell them, yo, you're a DJ, play what you want to play. Don't stop letting them directors handcuff you out there, the other DJs and stuff like that. Even the artists. Say what you want to say. Get that word out there. Stop being scared to speak your mind.
Stop being scared to speak your mind. Listen, well, we in vintage season now, right? Well, vintage season, shout out to Malik. You see the Z's on the season. That's because Malik Kalam put the Z's on that joint. When you hear Zulu, it's Malik Kalam.
It's funny you mentioned it, because I keep hearing, we gonna shoot first.
Shoot first. You know what I mean?
As I was talking, that's why I keep looking around. Like I keep hearing this, we gonna shoot first.
I love that song. I heard that song for the first time when we was riding in the car, me, Mike Chambers, and Sundiata going to Arkansas. And I was just like, wow. They killed that song, yo.
Let me pause real quick. I got to give a shout out to Brother Jay, who was on my live on Facebook, and the brother Kalaji. Yo, he got a fire show. He's been on it for years. Check him out. Brother Kalaji, please leave your information there on my Facebook so they can go check out your spot, your podcast. See, this is what it is. Just because I got a podcast, he got a podcast, Rebel Vision got a podcast, you know what I'm saying? They all doing something. Does that mean we're in competition? No, we're in completion. We're completing each other's aspect. There's no competition over here. Not because I'm better than anybody or they're better than me, because we are the same. And we're hitting different angles and different perspectives. I mean, on this show, King Samir was bringing the fire to the crackers. Fire to the crackers. Bang, bang, bang. You sound like Khalid Muhammad right before this show. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do, man. We gotta share and communicate with each other because the conscious community is acting like they're separate in their same agenda. What the fuck is that? You got the same agenda. You gonna be separate? Nah, man. Listen, there's 8 billion people on the planet. We just need each one of y'all to give us $1. We're gonna be eating, and we're gonna take the first 10 million, $1. It takes all of us to reach that 10 million. And we all need to share each other's fan base and all that so that we can build a bigger community. Because in each and every city that you go to, that's why I was pointing it out, Philadelphia, Reading, New York, Detroit, Chicago, we there. We there. Brother King Barlow came from Chicago. Brother Amun be in Chicago all the time with the cats. Chicago got some of the toughest cats. New Orleans, they down there with it. Anybody who saw back in the day or recently, whatever, saw Spook, we sat by the door. There was a scene when he was on the basketball court talking about, you know what I mean, or what the brothers like, hey, man, look, the brothers down there in Philadelphia and in New Orleans, man, they be on it. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. We got to move people in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? So, do you think that could have happened to the move people if we would have consolidated our funds, consolidated our power with each other? You start doing that to the move people. We should have showed up there and banged the police.
Exactly.
Banged them.
Exactly.
You let us shoot a nigga, but you scared to pop a cop.
Let them drop a bomb on top. Let them drop a bomb on top of their building, their house, killing all kinds of women and kids. And man, that's some evil stuff, man. Because we standing up for who we are. Yeah. Right.
I just want you to understand. If you think that King Samir is a little too rough for you, such and such, son, what you think the 400 fucking years have been? Mm-hmm. That's not rough for you? Mm-hmm. What you think? Why you think he sound like that? Why you think Do the Knowledge Radio got to do what it got to do? Because we are at war, my nigga. And I mean that from the God sense of nigga. My nigga. My next. We are at war. Sure. You understand? And I'm that type of nigga, like Brother Jay said, that will bring you we'll bring you the artists, we're gonna bring you the people, and we're gonna let you see that there's something else out there that's different than what you hearing and what they're shoving in your ear, because that's their propaganda. This is the proper propaganda. So with that being said, you know what I mean? Knowledge Born, the God Knowledge Born, could you please hit us with that Anray video? Could you please, Anray, tell them what it is, man. Tell them the song that you got the video for.
The name of the song is called The Mother Plane. It's not talking about the motherland. It's talking about where we all originated from spiritually.
Wait. I gotta pause you there. We're gonna talk about that when we get off. Because I want you to explain what you said. You're gonna have to take 8 bars and run that down. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You got to take 8 bars and run that down. But go ahead with that, man. Go ahead with that video, man. Hey, anybody over here on my Facebook, my battery about to die, so that's on there. Kalonji, part of Kalonji, what'd you say?
Kalonji said, here's a joint I did with Brother Jay a few months back, and he threw it in the comments.
Okay.
Paul Talley is watching.
Check out, shout out to Reading Paul Talley. What's happening, brother? You know what I'm saying? If you do me a favor, go to Sundiata. Which page is that? That's my normal page. That's your Facebook. Sundiata Facebook page. Sundiata Brown. Right now we live on there, and the brother Kalonji put in a song that he did with Brother Jay a few months back. Check that out. Go check that out. What you're supposed to do is watch it, like it, share it, and subscribe to whatever channel that's on. All right, you got that? Yo, can we get that video? God, please, can we get that video? I want to see that video before we got to get out of here. What's happening? And then we're going to come back with some Rashidi music, right? Yo, TYSTIX, you got Rashidi music, right?
Yeah, we got Rashidi.
All right, so let's hear this Anray. Then we're going to hit Rashidi music. Then we're going to come back. And then both of y'all are going to have to break down 8 bars in the song. You know what I'm saying? In the song. Peace, power, you know what it is.
Hey.
Yeah. Now, where you at, God? I know you here. It's your platform. Where you at, God? Knowledge Board. That's my hey, yo, I love saying that to him when he get on the boy. Oh man, okay. Now I don't know what happened to you, man. I wanted to see that video, man. But that's all right. Let's get into the Rashidi sound, man. You got Rashidi up?
Yeah, let me move this right quick. I got you on my phone. Now I gotta get my charger. We ready?
You ready? All right, hit that.
You see, hold up. Get a little position right here.
Kimbardo, peace, God. RBG in the house. Yes.
The reason is, I have plenty of reasons. All the knowledge that was told from us in the beginning. We gotta stop being afraid of who we are as black people. We're the first ones on this planet. Can't stop. Can't stop. Try to speak the truth, but I'm guilty for that. I'm walking super street like brain and from Wakanda. It's difficult, it's not. And I put that on my mama. I let pussy fall, so they shows at the drama. My melody, they probably want to turn down my volume. How they feel me to stop from giving the people knowledge, protected by ass, respected by guys and guys, sitting around elevating my conscience. I'm harder than a lot of grits. Got your heads rocking while your speakers steady. Not like this. It's very obvious. This ain't something you learn in college. When it comes to black power, you can bring up the topic. I might be off of my project, but I know what's real. The European logic only on these kids, so I'm never second guessing for changing my way of thinking. I'm never selling out. I'm never predicting treason. You can criticize my actions, then don't be asking my reasons. I'm thinking on racism. As long as I'm still breathing. Last year it hit the 90s. Since summer and fall season, I was in the sun daily. Oh, reading and not preaching, studying, then teaching, walking and then speaking. I got plenty of reasons. Only for those listening and feeling and dying either. They keep us divided, united. They can't defeat us. Leading and not preaching, studying and then teaching, walking and then speaking. I got plenty of reasons. Only for those listening and feeling and dying either. They keep us divided, united. They can't defeat us. I stay lifted off my feet when walking these cold streets. My people get their nose beats in the presence of 5G. I order some heat, they're chopping it up with beat. Protected from radiation from my brace to my feet. Surrounded by many states. It's the planet of the age. Under heavy surveillance, cause we enemies of the state. Carry a heavy load full of weight like a break. When your third eye open, you open the early gates. I'm getting the base. And those that hate, especially if you still asleep and you don't self-educate. Everything that we do, everything that we say, everything that we feel, everything we create, that was coming and portrayed with their back handshake. Then they stab you in the back while they smiling in your face. They pollute the whole world, every city, every state, every country, every race. They want to depopulate. I refuse to vaccinate. I don't care about Bill Gates or his ugly ass fight for the hyena face. We start seeds, the verses that our seeds got knowledge to make. Can't discern the street, leading and not preaching, studying then teaching, walking and then speaking. I got plenty of reasons. Only for those listening and feeling and dying either. They keep us fighting, united. They can't defeat us, leading and not preaching, studying and then teaching, walking and then speaking. I got plenty of reasons. Time to wake up.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Some words go over heads like bullets that's never seen. Some friends they end up dead by friends that do deceive. My people have been misled and distracted by enemies. In America, we might as well be on pissy and wet sheets. And it's crazy because we expect them to change what they believe when they are their ancestors, just the same as we. Coronavirus had a name before it infected a human being. Sometimes I just want to wake up like, damn, it was just a bad dream. Sometimes I have a good dream and wake up to a nightmare. On the news, Sandra Bland, Tamir Rice, Eric Garner. This longer than laces in my shoes, or better yet, longer than the power lines down the avenues. original now. They tried to realize that they can original now. They tried to realize that they can original now. They tried original now. They tried to realize that they can't do it no better. I'm on fire, bring that heat like 90 degrees in the sweater. I'm an average nigga, same for no this carry Christmas from my potential. Nothing to do with fashion. Consciousness, my direction. Tired with every lesson. Basic vertical expression is part of my first inspection. Watching the infiltrators and those that Smith and West. Every session now, I increase my aggression. When great when I bust the weapon, the pictures are unexpected. They always look so effective. The same with head and the head. My spiritually unconnected. I exit from all the negative. I humbly walk the path through lineage into my presence. Gazing at the stars, and I enjoy my reflection. Some family can't take my spirit, the consciousness can't be lies became irrelevant. The truth is not my perspective. What type of life is this? Righteousness, righteousness. Catch me reciting this. Guns like a Viking ship. What type of life is this? Righteousness, righteousness. Catch me reciting this. Guns like a Viking ship. I don't compromise on my way of thinking at all. I'm a revolutionary warrior with a cause. Our community is hated and terrorized by the law. So none of us not the way in the village getting involved. My brother Fahim in 360 making the call. Obasi spitting and knowledge. No time for being soft. No tolerating the false or wearing a Christian cross. I'm rocking the day. Got faith in this Irish moss. My chakras activated. I'm holding that Dragon Ball. Better known as an AR. We're knocking these devils off. This is how I exercise. I'm mentally around with rhythm. I kill bad vibes. And this is the exorcism. They make us strip in jail, so now we stripping the system, exposing this whole agenda. We diagnosing the building, ignoring the criticism. Keep rolling on them like this shit. African DNA, you can't check it. I know you feeling this vital information. The children's educational system is full of fiction. So now it's time to rebuild and stand close to the village. We always on a mission. The third eye vision is a must pay attention. What type of life is this? Righteousness, righteousness. Catch me reciting this. Guns like a Viking ship. What type of life is this? Righteousness, righteousness. Fighting this. Guns like a Viking ship. What type of life is this? Righteousness, righteousness.
All right, yeah, all right. Let's get yo DJ TYSTIX. Hold on, yo brother. So the God knowledge board. Let's get to that Anray joint right now. That video.
Yo, how deep can the submersive go when one submerged in it? About as deep and as far out as meaning merciless. My pen's heavy with thoughts needed for versing this. My purpose is the renaissance, I'm unearthing it. A perfect fit, but on this ride prepared for turbulence. The soul of pop mixed with thought, yo, I nurtured it. Mixed with that Stevie Wonder essence, I'm rebirthing it. Respect the queens like Hazel Scott and Eartha Kitt. The verbalist, I murder beats like I purchased it. Abuse the gift of my flow like I was cursed with it. Give you a tour in hip-hop like I furnished it. The flame of life I've learned to live in, you can burn in it. So come and journey with me to the other side, where flood waters run, but all of the gutters dry. Where it's plots to kill us all under the summer skies. But from the toughest parts and artists where my brother lied. Was customized, was the struggle brought by enemies. The symphony that's unheard throughout the city streets. Flavor frivolous, not many can get with us. Alchemists from Kemet, this lava than what they pictured us. Yea, though I walk through the valley of those who spit rhythm and lyrics and flows, lo and behold, remember back in the days I used to wear jabos. I'm like, gosh, these days who wear jeans tighter than pantyhose? Fools chasing the gold, I let the story unfold. Looking for queens like Nat King Cole. Africans put in bondage and DNA being stole for the genetically modified. It's the attack of the clones. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. The Renaissance with no resemblance. The Renaissance with no resemblance. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. The Renaissance with no resemblance. The Renaissance with no resemblance. Yo, what's the reason for the treason? The season for the scheming. I spit to uplift God and literally kill demons. I'm God, fire and flesh, etheric soul breathing, and beat opposers to ain't no blood in them left for bleeding. I'm from a higher region, vibrate high like it's higher meetings between God within and your third dimensional being, bobbing and weaving like Ali talking to heathen. Congregations fill churches to get money took by deacons. Flood waters only get deep and drown in sorrows and evenings. My justice department gets what they reaping. Philadelphia to Sweden, to China Wall, out to Greenland, to all over the world. Africa's the true garden of Eden. Listen, cause this is spoken truth music. Clear the blockage from your ears. This is Raise the Youth movement. The future's ours. If we could just learn from our past and apply to the present, we change things in a flash. They say the first shall be last, but there's only those after cash. And blinded by trick knowledge, brothers, this is the half. Science and math. I was raised out in the cold amongst alcoholics and drug addict times aching my soul. But who am I to judge them in the only way they saw out? Government giving bricks to those in a straw house. And it's not for you to build with, it's for you to kill each other. You gotta watch who you chill with. It's realness. Raise your hands if you feel this. Vibrate higher. You about to see a real shift. It's realness. Raise your hands if you feel this. Vibrate higher. We about to see a real shift. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. The Renaissance with no resemblance. The Renaissance with no resemblance. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. The Renaissance with no resemblance. The Renaissance with no resemblance. To the murderers, I'm the savior. The burner put on paper. The wordsmith who worked with non-ethers, the greater. I don't believe.
Yes, sir. Listen. So, we're going to get into it real quick. I want y'all, before we even start talking about what y'all was just saying, Rashidi, give them your information and how they can get in touch with you.
Okay, get on Instagram. My Instagram is Rashidi African DNA. On YouTube, on Facebook, Rashidi Kumbukani. That's Rashidi Kumbukani on YouTube. You can listen to my music. That's also Rashidi African DNA.
Facts. Anray, let us know.
Anray 360. That's ANRAY 360. That's at Instagram. Anray 360. ANRAY 360 on Instagram. On Facebook, I'm Anray Freeland. ANRAY FREELAND. On YouTube, you can find my page Continuous Elevation, where I drop just lectures on some true issues concerning the Black community, science, math. And I share, my music, man, freestyles and a lot of the stuff that I'm putting out there to the public.
Beautiful. All right, so Rashidi, what was that song that we just heard from you?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What was the song we heard from you first?
The song you heard first?
Yeah, yours.
Oh, Plenty of Reasons.
So give me 8 bars out of there talking to us, and real quick, give me 4 to 8 bars and let us know what you're talking about today.
Oh, okay. I stay lifted off my feet when walking these cold streets. What did I say? I stay lifted off my feet when walking these cold streets, protected from hematite, from my brace to my feet. Well, what I'm talking about in there, I say about the hematite. How we got all this.
What's the importance of hematite?
Huh?
What's the importance of hematite?
The importance of hematite protects you from radiation. It has a real strong energy, so like I bought a piece from shout out to Moon, brother Moon. I bought a piece from him, a nice piece of hematite, that I wear. And hematite protects you from radiation. We got all this 5G and stuff out here now, and we know that it's definitely dangerous and harmful. We walk around with all these devices, so you got to have something that protects you, from that. So that's why I like the hematite, because the hematite is protection from the radiation, and that's what that bar means. protected from radiation from my brace to my feet. You know, that's from the hematite.
I'm gonna pause you right there because what you just said is so important to the spiritual, mental, and physical health of the people right now. Since everybody, myself included, got 2, 3, 4 phones, a computer, a television, and it's everywhere. So that radiation protection is very important. Not to downgrade anything you say, but to uplift it because you just spit one line that if they pay attention, if they look it up, if they check it out, they do that work with themselves, you just saved their life. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't hear no booty shaking, I ain't hear no money, I ain't hear no material, I ain't hear no liquor, I ain't hear no gunshots at each other. I heard saving of life. Folk hop, fix our living kingdom, heal our people. You are definitely a folk hop artist. Facts.
Yeah, how the bar goes, yeah, it says I ordered some hematite after chopping it up with V, which is Anray 360. Right. You know, if you know his other name, his other right name is V. You know, so I said protected from radiation from my brace to my feet. After that, I ordered some hematite after chopping it up with V, protected from radiation from my brace to my feet. Surrounded by many snakes. You know, this the planet of the apes under heavy surveillance because we enemies of the state. You know, it's just spitting straight facts in there, and that's what's real. That, you know, our music is real. You know,
true. Brother Anray, give me 4 to 8 bars. Give me something. Let them know what you were saying, and that's.
Well, I'm just gonna go for the top of the song, which was called "The Renaissance," and I said, "How deep can the submersive go when once submerged in it? How deep can the submersive go when once submerged in it?" What I'm talking about is the struggle. You know what I mean? We out here, our people are fighting in the struggle, man. We, like you said earlier, we at war, but a lot of people don't want to address it. You know what I'm saying? And we at war with people putting out phony music. You know what I'm saying? They're working for the enemy. They put out music that's going to destroy our kind. We fighting these beasts that's killing our people in the middle of the streets in blue uniforms. You know what I'm saying? You know, we fighting drugs that they shipping into our communities that they used to destroy the Black Power movement back in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? So how deep can the submersive go when once submerged in it? About as deep and far out as Ming the Merciless. My pen's heavy with thoughts needed for versing this. My purpose is the Renaissance. I'm unearthing it. We got to take it back to where we once was. We got to bring it back. You know what I'm saying? And go back to the pure essence. Go back to the pure essence. A perfect fit.
It back forward to where we at. Facts. Yes.
Exactly. A perfect fit.
This music is out now.
So, real quick before we go any further, because we're gonna get into a couple more videos of Anray and see if we can get a couple of the Johns up. I want to let everybody know there's a couple of events going on. Now we got your attention. You know what I'm saying? There's events going on the 26th, on the 27th, and on the 30th in the Atlanta area. The first event at WRFG outside for my brother Malik Kalam. Salute! Cheese and crackers drop bombs. Malik Kalam is gonna true folks, nigga. His family is gonna have an aspect where they're gonna come together, link with everybody, and we're gonna spend some moments thinking about him. And we're gonna get some red, black, and green balloons and let them up to the sky for him because the 26th was his Earth Day. And I got a chance, myself and DJ TYSTIX, you know what I'm saying, and Buzz Rock, we got a chance to spend with Jared Johnson. Look up Jared Johnson if you're looking for your sprinters or you're looking for your Bentleys or whatever you want to drive around in, you know what I mean, such and such, and take your people in. You know what I mean, black-owned dude, black-owned company doing this in Atlanta. But we drove around with one day. So we're going to go there. I was with him last year. I'm with him. He's with me all the time. We're going to go there on the 26th at WRFG radio station. You want to know where it is, you got to do the work, look it up. You know what I'm saying? On the 27th, brother Tutmos linked me up with dang, where are we doing? We at the church, at this church, John, and I'm performing on the 27th. If you look on my page, on my Facebook page, you're gonna see it. It's gonna be on my Instagram page. I'm gonna be rocking it. Check my Instagram out, STGR8_ at STGR8_ You'll see it there. I mean, I'm rocking on there 2 tracks. We're gonna blaze that, and then on the 30th at the Great Afro-centered Museum in the West End, Brother Kiwardo is going to be doing something there. We'll be rocking on there, and make sure y'all come through for that as well. They're gonna have vendors there. They're gonna have artists for information, what other people like to call entertainment. We're gonna be there rocking it out and making sure that we're representing the Nguzu Saba. I don't really celebrate Kwanzaa because I don't get down with Maulana Karinga speaking on some agent shit. But what he did was put together some real African shit. And the Nguzu Saba, the 7 principles, speaking on principles like we were, is great, grand, and glorious, and a wonderful aspect, along with the 42 admirations of my acts. You know what I'm saying? And the laws, the 7 laws and principles of Dohudi. That's what we following. But in regards to the Nguzu Saba, we will be there rocking it and rolling on that. That being said, my brothers, let's get into this video. Knowledge born. What's happening? Can we hit them videos, bro? Yes, sir. We on.
Yo, what up, though? It's Rashidi in here. Got Anray 360 on some smooth shit, If you looking for me, I'll be in the universe, torn through the cosmos, roll up with my ancestors. I'd have been there in my dreams, way out in the 4th dimension. Had a small conversation while out on a short visit. Here on planet Earth, we limit self when we so very gifted. We the alphas and omegas, we was here in the beginning. We was building pyramids, science started back in Kemet. As for truth, it shall be given. Had to change my way of living, find out what my purpose is. I was sent to do a mission. I done seen 222, so often come across my vision. Pay attention to the signs, may criticize, I never listen. Cause we running out of time, let them watch and be a witness. Daily I stay on a path to secret doors, some gifts are given. Times you gotta sit in silence, listen to your inner spirit on a higher frequency. I know you hear it in my lyrics, this right here's my prophecy. So deep in me, I got to feel. Sometimes you gotta chill, black. Now tell me if you feeling that. Sometimes you gotta chill, black. Now tell me if you feeling that.
It's real if you're hot, it's melanin. If it's ill, then you're not. Real talk, if it's real, then you're hot, it's melanin. If it's ill, then you're not. Real talk. I'm from a space and dimension of dark, vibrating wisdom of thought, giving ascension, electromagnetic prisms. I see with etheric vision, travel beyond your business of man-made matrices. I war with colonialism. Creation is my emblem, the truth. I'm atom splitting. I'm cooking a food with thought that's hot. Get out the kitchen. From a galaxy of gases, words beyond the canvas, ancient depictions. Crop circles from ancient land is vibrating on your atlas. You can't see it or grab it. Sermons by pastors, entering overstanding. Stargates, Christian cities that evade glasses. Telescopes made by NASA. I seen in a world full of asses. Parasites from the planet that genetically modifies at war with divine masses. Who's organic and who can catch this? Handcrafted intended spiritual expansion.
Sometimes you gotta chill, black. Now tell me if you feeling that. Sometimes you gotta chill, black. Now tell me if you feeling that.
It's real if you're hot, it's melanin. If it's ill, then you're not. Real talk, if it's real, then you're hot, it's melanin. If it's ill, then you're not. Real talk.
You never placed gold dust in my hand. You made me the child of a no good man.
Yeah.
Yo, what up, though? Yeah, Rashidi back at you. Some more of that conscious. It's time to wake up. Hit you like this real quick. Some words go over heads like bullets that's never seen. Some friends, they end up dead by friends that do deceive. My people have been misled and distracted by enemies. In America, we might as well be on pissy and wet sheets. And it's crazy, because we expect them to change what they believe when they are their ancestors, just the same as we. Coronavirus had a name before it infected a human being. Sometimes I just want to wake up like, damn, it was just a bad dream. Sometimes I have a good dream and wake up to a nightmare. On the news, Sandra Bland, Tamir Rice, Eric Garner. List longer than laces in my shoes. Or better yet, longer than the power lines down the avenues. Original netter. They tried and realized that they can't do it no better. I'm on fire, I bring that heat like 90 degrees in the sweater. I'm unaveraging any science, I'm known as carbon perfection. Carry crystals for my protection. Nothing to do with fashion, consciousness my direction. Higher with every lesson, facing verbal expressions. That's part of my first inspection. Watching for infiltrators and loading that Smith & Wesson. Every session adolescent, I increase my aggression. When threatened, I bust a weapon. When pictures are unexpected, they always look so perfected. The same with hitting the enemy, that's perfecting my method. Spiritually, I'm connected. I exit from all the negative. I humbly welcome positive energy into my presence. Gazing at the stars, I enjoy my reflection. Some family can't take my spirit. The conscious became irrelevant. Lies became irrelevant. Truth is not my perspective.
What type of life is this? Righteousness, righteousness. Catch me reciting this. Guns like a Viking ship. What type of life is this? Righteousness, righteousness. Catch me reciting this. Guns like a Viking ship.
I don't compromise on my way of thinking at all. I'm a revolutionary, a warrior with a cause. Our community is hated and terrorized by the law. So now it's Malcolm's way in the village getting involved. My brother Fahim at 360 making the call. Obasi spitting the knowledge. No time for being soft. No tolerating the false or wearing the Christian cross. I'm rocking the Anray. Got faith in this Irish moss. My chakras activated. I'm holding that Dragon Ball. Better known as an AR. We're knocking these devils off. This is how I exercise. I mentally rhyme with rhythm. I kill bad vibes. And this is the exorcism. They make us strip in jail. So now we stripping the system. Exposing this whole agenda. We diagnosing the vendor. Ignoring the criticism. Keep rolling on them like Michelin. African DNA. You can't shake it. I know you feeling this. Vital information for children. This educational system is full of fiction. So now it's time for rebuilding. Staying close to the village. We always on a mission. That third eye vision. It's a must you pay attention.
What type of life is this? Righteousness, righteousness. Catch me reciting this. Guns like a Viking ship. What type of life is this? Righteousness, righteousness. Catch me reciting this. Guns like a Viking ship. What type of life is this? Righteousness, righteousness. Catch me reciting this. Guns like a Viking ship. What type of life is this? Righteousness, righteousness. Catch me reciting this. Guns like a Viking ship.
I came from a long line of star guides, from a dark tribe, from a dark side, that forced lives to come forth and spawn tides of ocean waves crashing against the shores of Jeb with nut-born skies, radiated from solar rays of endless cosmic oneness, wholeness, divine. My vibe coincides with carbon melanated skin of husbands and wives, raised in tribes, eons before the lies, taught to separate the soul, body, and mind. Drugs to sedate and incapacitate our kind. Cops with 9s and 4-5s that storm from all sides, like water crashing shore tides, reminiscent of the time when they invaded to colonize. I strive to be the best to make it through, though. Expand thoughts of our solar system that goes beyond Pluto. That goes beyond Pluto. That goes beyond Pluto. That goes beyond Pluto. Plans to leave us extract, I had to bury it. See, I'm one of the survivors that was on the Underground Railroads with Harriet. I spent nights in deep knowledge. I started wearing it. I had wings, so the weight of my people's world, I carried it, carried it, carried it, carried it.
Motherflying.
Yeah. 360.
The hoodie.
Talk to him, look. Yo, mother flames from the mother plane, with summer stains from the number slain. Under chains of futile attempts by devils running the matrix to beat us all in Hunger Games. I run with pain just to summon strains of godly DNA that pumps in veins. From New Jersey to Maine, New York to Spain, Philadelphia, not ether with wings. They tried to hide me from me under names, false information and fear of the grave. But that's because they made me believe that I wasn't eternal under frames. Thunderous aim, I come and proclaim, written on temple walls in the halls of a many with wondrous reigns, where nothing remains but the substance of melanated carbon built natural gains with something to say. This is Anray 360 and I brung it this way. Yeah, nothing remains but the carbon built natural gains with something to say, and I brung it this way. Real talk, I air phonies out like it's ventilation. I walk the block with intimidation. Don't be the next your folks commemorating. This guy's skin versus the sins of Satan. Leave bullets he's seeking and penetrating. We're organizing to get them back for all of our people hanging. 20 lions in the den and all waiting. Next to 20 more plus 340 others with means to shake them and break them after we levitate. Mother flames from the mother plane, with summer stains from the number slain. Under chains of futile attempts by devils running the matrix to beat us all in Hunger Games. I run with pain just to summon strains of godly DNA that pumps in veins. From New Jersey to Maine, New York to Spain, Philadelphia, non-ether with wings. They tried to hide me from me under names, false information and fear of the grave. The mother plane, look, I'm from the points beyond, beyond the points beyond. Give gifts and rhyme that's rarely seen with the human eye. The area past the matrix, what you know in this time infinity. No design, it just isn't, I'm hard to find. For the average, my status is somewhere that's hard to climb. Bring ladders, helicopters, space shuttles, the latest kind. What you're witnessing is the real reason they kill Gaddafi. Melanin's liquid gold and why we're hated by Saudis. The super race wasn't who Adolf spoke about to Nazis. The blood that courses through our veins has the force of tsunamis. I can't breathe, I almost suffocate. Oppression given, aggression driven, the essence risen, my weapon spitting. The lesson given, just peak the tone of my larynx. The style is jazzy with horns, saxes, and clarinets. I spit heat like volcanoes do out the lava pit. You get your noggin split, messing with an alchemist. Mother flames from the mother plane, with summer stains from the number slain. Under chains of futile attempts by devils running the matrix to beat us all in Hunger Games. I run with pain just to summon strains of godly DNA that pumps in veins. From New Jersey to Maine, New York to Spain, Philadelphia, non-ether with wings. They tried to hide me from me under names, false information and fear of the grave. The mother plane. Mother flames from the mother plane.
Oh man, from to the mother plains. Hey man, we black on here again. Build a liberation alliance, connect the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And it's a freedom of death, liberation. You know what I'm saying? Or die. You know what I mean? And we ain't the ones dying, and we ain't the ones gonna be seeing that death. But even if we did, we just expanding, elevating, coming back when need be in the next generation. You know what I mean? But it's been a blessed show. It's been a time spent with my brothers. Y'all got to know them a little bit, but you need to get to know them a little bit more. Before we go out, let me say this. Rest in power, travel, rest in the physical, travel in the spirit to Russell Maroon. He passed. Y'all look him up. Look him up. Russell Maroon. You don't know about him, you should. Check it out. We had a lot of brothers and sisters who passed this year. We're gonna get into that probably next show, because next show is the last one for the end of this fiscal year. Ain't the end of the year for me necessarily, but you know, It is the end of this fiscal year for most people. So we're going to build on what we lost or who we and ancestors so we can remind ourselves to call on them for assistance because they are in the realms where they can see what's going to happen to us before it happens to us. You know what I'm saying? And we're also in the winter solstice. I know a lot of people out there have been having problems with your technology. You've been having issues with your relationships recently. You've been going through it. Things been messing up and you don't even know why. I'm going to tell you why. Because you're on the precipice of something even greater than what you've already accomplished. And you have to keep your focus. You got to give praise to the Most High, to the cosmos. Recognize the ancestors. Trust in them and their guidance. Open up your ears, open up your eyes, open up your heart to your ancestors' words and what they got to say to you, and then follow along in that path. When it's chaotic, it's the perfect time for you to create the order. Don't ever be mad because it's chaotic. Look at it with excitement. It's time for you to be in the order that you're supposed to be in. And we need to take hold of all this spiritually, which is energy to the gods, you understand? Mentally, and then physically and emotionally. We got to come together. So with that being said, I like all your brothers. I'm going to start with DJ TYSTIX, give them your information where they can get you, where they can hit you. Then we're going to go to Rashidi and we'll close with Brother Anray and myself. And you know what I mean? And it's been a banging show. First show on that, John. And I'm so blessed to have my brothers rock here with me. I just want y'all to know, Brother Jay and Kalanji was on listening to what was happening on, I believe it was my Facebook, my regular Facebook page, made some comments. Go check that out, my people. The comments on my Facebook page. Like, share, subscribe. We need them hearts. We need them comments also. We don't just need you sitting there listening. We need you to interact with it. So DJ TYSTIX, One Arm Assassin, hit him with your closing remarks, and then we're going to run right through.
Just want to say, peace and blessings, everyone. And you can reach me at DJ TYSTIX. That's spelled DJTYSTIX. The One Arm Assassin. All social media, all outlets, everywhere. You look that up, the One Arm Assassin. I'm it. You ain't gonna see nobody else. If anybody else pops up, they're duplicating, they're fraud. Yo, Fleet DJs. Big shout out to the Fleet DJs.
Fleet DJs.
And shout to Red Dot. Shout to the Red Dot City, you know.
Straight out of Red Dot.
6-4 in Pennsylvania, you know what it is. And also Atlanta for showing us love and the rest of the world out there. Yo, peace.
Shout out to Duval. I want you all to understand, he's a DJ and he's got the equipment. So if you need a DJ, you see the speakers in the back of him, he got you. And I'm hosting. It's good. Go ahead, Rashidi.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? Yeah, about to get out of here. Reach me at Rashidi African DNA on YouTube, Rashidi Kambukani on Facebook, it's KUMBUKANI, and also
Obasi, my brother Obasi there. Obasi, how dare you not get on the screen? He was there, man.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Man, you got to come through the show, bro.
Say you gotta come get on the show, bro.
I was back there on the week.
Yeah, no, we gotta get him on the episode.
Yes, sir.
Wouldn't be right without our brother Obasi on the episode. Yeah. And reach me on Instagram at Rashidi African DNA as well. You know, that's my contact. Please subscribe to the music. Listen, you know, support the culture.
Facts. Brother Anray.
My brother. Yeah, you can reach me at Anray360. That's ANRAY 360 on my Instagram page. That's ANRAY 360 on Instagram. It's Anray Freeland on Facebook. That's ANRAY Freeland, FREELAND on Facebook. On YouTube, I'm Continuous Elevation, or you can just type in Anray 360 and my videos will pop up and you can go to my page, Continuous Elevation. I got playlists for music. I got playlists where I'm talking straight knowledge and information, higher builds, stuff like that. And you know, I'm honored to be one of the first guests on this platform, on this show. I thank you, my brother Sundiata. You know, we tight like we've known each other for 20 years, man. And I'm thankful because, you know, you from a rare cloth. So, you know, I'm honored to be one of the first guests on your show and to be on here alongside my brothers, DJ TYSTIX, you know what I'm saying, and Rashidi of the Black Circle, man. Thorough brothers. You know what I mean?
Salute. And as you can see, you know, son the great, Sundiata the great, Sundiata, Sunjata, like my brother, like the brother Chief Sunjata Kimara say, Sunjata is how you say it. My mama and daddy said Sundiata when I was born, so that's why you get it like that. But enough respect to where we get the name from. You can see me Instagram at STGR8_ is my Instagram. Sundiata, the Hardcorrespondent, Sundiata Brown, the Hardcorrespondent is my Facebook, one of them. I also have a Facebook page, the Hardcorrespondent, one word, Hardcorrespondent is one word, podcast. I just got a new page called Son, the Great, DAGRATE. And I also got Sundiata Mansa Musa, one of my artist page. And, you know, holla at me there. You know what I'm saying? See what's good. Let's talk to me a little something. My phone number, if you want to reach me by phone and you want to be a guest on this platform, on this show, you know what I'm saying? You got some consciousness, you know what it is. Because listen, my roster is filling up. I'm filled up all the way to March 9th. You know what I'm saying? With the exception of Brother J. Brother J, you call anytime you want to get on this show, Brother J. Anytime, I'm moving the slots for you. You get a whole show, unless you want to get on with somebody. Whatever you want to do, Brother J, we got you. But holla at us. My number is 470-546-1677. Again, 470-546-1677. My Cash App is $STGR8. And any donations will be greatly appreciated and will be put to proper use to help promote this show and promote the betterment in the community. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to reach out to Knowledge Born and reach out to Do the Knowledge Radio. Subscribe. Holla at them. Oh yeah, my YouTube is Sundiata the Great. That's GR8 and the letters MVE. That's Motivational Vocal Expressionist. MVE. Check my YouTube out. I got videos. I got more coming, more Muse think on there. And you know what I mean? And we actually have a USB card. It's a card. It's got a USB in it, and we got videos on there. We got 20, I believe it's 21 mixtapes from DJ TYSTIX, giving you all genres of music. And you know what I mean? It's just fire. We got the Rebel Mix 1, 2, and 3 on there. Boom Back Volume 1 on there. And we got videos on there that you might actually what you're gonna get is the actual video, not the link to the YouTube. So check us out on there. Again, this is the Hardcorrespondent Podcast. 2 segments. Check the Mind Show and Vintage Season. Check the Mind Show went a little long, but we was checking the mind, you know what I'm saying? But you got the Vintage Season with the music, and we bring in on Vintage Season, if you are an artist of substance and maturity over the age of 35, I'll go down to 32, but if you're really nice, I'll even take it down lower than that, you know what I'm saying? Because you represent the culture, we represent the culture. But if you're an artist, hit me up. I want your music. I want to make sure that I push your music and get it out there, you know what I'm saying? Because there is no competition. This is all about completion, all right? That's what we're dealing with. And with that said, I do believe the God is going to end this off with Vintage Season and Bust Shots at the Devil. my videos. You understand? Boom, 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 bust shots. Next week, before we go off, next week, we're going to have, who we got next week? We got Fly Tie from Rock Boy G's. He's the front gunner for Fly. Yeah, there goes the card. You can see it right there. There's the card right there. There's USB in there. And there's still more room in that USB too as well. And I mean, you want to purchase the USB, holler at us. We're going to build on that too. You know what I'm saying? But let us know. But Fly Tie is coming through next week. And who else is coming through? Somebody else is coming through next week. Man, my apologies. I don't have my thing right now. You know what I'm saying? To let y'all know. But they coming through. And we're going to be building. I got to get off of this, y'all, so I can check this out. Oh, Paul. I got to give y'all the day. Because I've been setting this up. I didn't spend too much time setting this up not to let y'all know what it is. What it really is.
I'll give a salute to Knowledge Board.
Who?
Definitely got to give a salute to salute to Knowledge Born.
Salute to Knowledge Born. Knowledge Born.
Knowledge Born of Law.
Where my calendar at? Oh, there you go.
Salute.
Yeah.
Good
Yo,
boy.
if it wasn't for Knowledge Born doing over 2,500 episodes, you know what I'm saying, and sticking to and being
putting in work,
consistent with what he do, we wouldn't be here right now. So we got Fly Tie from the Rock Boy G's. Oh, yeah. And we got my brother Registered Black coming next week. Woo! We got the guns in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something real quick before we get out of this. When the brothers with the guns and the street cats link up with the revolutionaries, and they got the guns too, let me tell you, we one step away from Melanin Nation and taking our own and having our own. Yes, you understand that? When we got the hoods cats and the revolution cats, and ain't nobody scared to bust their guns for the people. We coming to get it. We come to take it. You know what I mean? We ain't asking. No matter how we get it, legal or illegal, as long as most high permitted. You know what it is. And with that said, salute, word to biz, played, oh no, Sam Brown Jr., my father, and Malik Kalam dropping bombs, cheese and crap. I love y'all.
I love y'all, brothers. Love y'all, man. Thank y'all.
That's why we
love.
Wow. You know
love. What?
Seldom. People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, I'm thinking I'm back.
Yeah, madness. This that boom black back rap. On a rhino tough touch track. Silverback gorilla till you must scratch. Lying out of crush cats. I rip the clones with the microphone till they lust facts. But they leave me alone. It's well known I bust back. Probably why your girl loves my nutsack. I'm righteous, I won't touch that. Trust that. Outside of the booth, speak the elders to the youth. God's son sound, pound to the truth. On down, eardrum pound as the proof. We gorilla come around, hear these clowns and they loot. Niggas wanna hang themselves and they bring their own noose. I stay black like so we protecting my people roots. I give the order, stop the slaughter of our sons and our daughters. Raise the vibe so high, we don't rely on the corner. Progression every session. See now we moving forward and live the life we should truly be afforded. Strive, pass, survive, stay alive and achieve. You see it? This is vintage season. Strive, pass, survive, stay alive and achieve. This is vintage season. Strive, pass, survive, stay alive and achieve. Son of Gray. This is vintage season. Strive, pass, survive, stay alive and achieve. This is vintage season. You a trash bag cash rapper. I'm universal star snatch master. Been bars so far, piss off, slave catcher. I free the people from the lethal cave bastard. Son of the sun, creator of crafter. I don't speak Greek, that's that alphabeted chatter. I reach peaks to reach seek, but never capture. On the pulpit preaching, reach for your heat before they blast it. This is vintage season, releasing a new chapter. It's fifth pillar, Mike Jack thriller. Keep it blunt, no filter, nigga off kilter. I bring the balance with the talents that I held. The word machete with the desi. Lean on culture killer. Call me son divine avenger. Cutthroat of these contenders who swear everywhere that I'm the bartender. Then they drunk off the loot like an all-night bender. So I black boot stomp any comp. I'm just better. Strive, pass, survive, stay alive and achieve. You see it? This is vintage season. Strive, pass, survive, stay alive and achieve. This is vintage season. Strive, pass, survive, stay alive and achieve. Alright, you know what we do around here. We don't sit there. Righteousness is hard, but when it's time to go down and get dirty, we get dirty. Gorilla. Awesome. Yeah. Salute! There's a lead! Come on, big dog.
Warlord, yes, I beat up on demons. Prepping for war for like 16 seasons. 3 rounds, but the first he retreated. He talking war like my hands ain't cleaving. Big guns, but that boy don't need them. Terrorize his team till he leave it. Decapitate, pop, give me a reason. Give me a reason, ain't talking real crazy, like they violent. I stay solid, been locked in the silence. I'ma beat that boy till he start crying. Got twisted tats, gon' feel like he dying. You know I'm knuckles, boy, I ain't lying. Give him the money, gotta make sure he works. Understand, all my words don't gas me up, cause that shit get you cursed. I still love war, that's what I yearn. Put my hands on, that's the way that they learn. Strike, squeeze, that's the way that they squirm. Take a beat and then I bend it. Monster eating blood and it's dripping. Wipe my mouth, the attack till they listen. Possessed by power, addicted to winning. Can't fuck with no goof. Tight with the words and the shit's never loose. Big dogs, can't fuck with no truce. K9s will take up your I don't see no competition. Yeah, I'm from up top, I stay spinning. Me, I ain't good with attention, but they know I got all the tools to be trending.
Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Awesome. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Awesome. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Awesome. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Free fall, activate, liberate, achieve it. I vibe so high, shit, I'm way above them heathens. Plus, that reaping season, about to be the reason. You believe in the world we've been freeing. We bitten and bleeding, lusting and greeding, tripping over season, wasting semen. Fuck you so good, now you begging and pleading for them to take your freedom. We fight for life, take black what they thieving. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Awesome. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Awesome. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Awesome. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Black liberation, advance and development. Blade. Loose in the club, slicing demons. For the hell of it, take what we invent and represent malevolent. Hell no, we won't go. Sliding slippery slope down that devil old town pole. Popping pills just to cope. Doing dope like it's dope. Take your life, crush your hopes. Step back, I got him in my scopes. Got him in my scope. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Awesome. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Awesome. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons. Awesome. Bust shot at the devil. Pop, 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 pop them demons.